Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the divisional round playoffs on E. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So I'll hand it over.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. First down, Murray. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on, set. Come on, go to base. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it's 3rd down. And the starting crew now for San Francisco.
An excellent year, obviously, because they got the open week, had the bye. But the one thing you always worry about, the rust factor. And I had a coach say to me one time, when you have that open week, you often think about scrimmaging so you're ready to go the next week, but you know you can't. So you cross your fingers and hope your guys are ready to roll.
15 for the Niners there and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. This is Michel on the counter. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Many people thought Keanu Neal was overdrafted by Atlanta, but they saw his talents and scheme perfectly. A hybrid player, can play deep in the secondary as a safety, can drop down into the box and also make a lot of tackles, and at times can stay on the field and serve a linebacker role as well.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Falcons grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw on third down, Levy. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory.
It got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 35. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 33 yards that time. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got?
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Back to throw. Levy, he completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get in. Offensive line not helping him much. And the 30 split the uprights, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, The action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. Let's see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tall.
Now Ito Smith, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Levy looking in zone for Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On third down, Levy. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Levy going to throw right side here, complete. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Here we go. Here we go. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
On first and 10, Levy. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A final shot before break. Levy. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment.
You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Come on now, let's go.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
There. 60 Pittsburgh.
2nd and 1. Jones has it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 16-yard touchdown.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right. And an alley to run.
Partner, he was going through his progression.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Levy complete. Smith has it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons! Phillip Lindsay, 43 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the...
He's got it with the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Shotgun now from Murray. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Set. 70. Indy. Push him back. Push him back.
On 1st down, Levy. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Levy. That's complete to Smith. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Grant. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on it, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This one complete to Lacey. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Phillip Lindsey in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Let's go, baby.
So now the Niners down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Their sold-out crowd is behind them. They need at least a field goal to tie as they've got it 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be up into the line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Check, check,
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and